I'm a former journalist myself, and when I was still working as a journalist at a local newspaper, I learned that the list of stories I'd been given to work on came from the director of advertising. That firewall between advertising and news had completely broken down. And luckily I was a union member, and I had the right to pull my byline off the stories that I wrote. So I told the publisher that I wasn't refusing to do the work, but I didn't want my name associated with it because to me it violated journalist ethics. And that was when I decided to get out of the industry and start doing God's work for the union. So the concern that we have is the wave of job losses in newsrooms that is sweeping the country. More than 44,000 news workers have lost their jobs in the past 5 years. Some of that's happening because of media consolidation, and some of it is happening because media corporations refuse to accept a profit margin lower than 20%. That's a profit margin that most businesses would kill for. And with all the competition for advertising that has come from the internet, newspapers especially are really having to fight for the dollars that used to walk in the door without knocking. And they're responding by simply hacking away at the news staffs because they're seen as part of the operation that spends money and doesn't make it. They're just going to regurgitate a lot of material back and forth to each other, just as we see in broadcast. It doesn't take much to buy stories off the wire service and fill space with that. But, you know, really what newspapers can do that other media operations can is produce local news, but that does take money. You have to spend some money on it. You know, in the 80s, advertising exploded. There was so much money to be made, and newspapers really, well, one publisher referred to them as cash machines. They hauled in dollars.